I'm gonna share something really fun with you. It's a lemon spice ice cream sandwich. And I'd like to say that it's very reminiscent of that classic ice cream sandwich that you probably ate when you were a kid, except for that the cookie itself is a lemon spice cookie instead of the chocolate. But it has that great texture so that when you bite into it, you get the cookie and the ice cream and nothing squishes around and nothing goes flying all over the place. You can make it plain, actually. If you don't like the spice, you can leave out the spices, but I kind of like it. 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon goes into 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, along with a 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of coarse salt. Whisk that together. You're making a very, very thin cake, which is actually standing in for the cookie here. To that, add 3/4 of a cup of sugar, a tablespoon of molasses, just for a hint of that richness that you get from molasses. You could probably use a tablespoon of dark brown sugar, but I like this molasses here, and maybe it helps with the texture. I'm not totally sure that I can say that with any confidence, though. 1 stick of unsalted butter, melted. Whisk it into the dry ingredients. And then 2 eggs. There's no leavener in here. It's that simple. All together in a bowl. Have your oven preheating to 350 degrees. No need to pre-whisk, none of that. My kind of cookie, cake, whatever. You'll see, it's kind of not, it's like cookie thinness and cake texture. A teaspoon of grated lemon zest. When you're using the zest of citrus, it's a good idea, no matter what you're using, scrub it really well to remove any wax from the outside. That can go right in, and then it's 2 tablespoons of the lemon juice. You get a lot of tang from the lemon juice, which is nice. It gives a really great brightness to this cookie. 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. Okay. Whisk. And then this is a 10 by 15 inch rimmed baking sheet, and it's been brushed with butter and lined with parchment. Spread your batter evenly into the pan. It's going to be very thin, and that's exactly what you're looking for. If you're having a party, these are great to make because they're completely make ahead, obviously, because they're ice cream sandwiches, they have to go into the freezer. And everybody loves an ice cream sandwich, and you can put different flavors of ice cream in them, all kinds of stuff. Get this into the oven at 350 until it's dry to the touch, and just pulling away slightly from the edges. That'll take 12 to 14 minutes. Okay, so my cake has cooled. I took it out of the pan. You just lift it out. Then what you want to do is cut it in half. And then turn one piece top side down. That's where you're going to put your ice cream. Now for the ice cream, you can fill it with whatever flavors you like. Some of my favorites for this particular flavor of cake are strawberry, which is what I'm using today. A swirl of vanilla and some kind of citrusy sorbet is really nice, like a mandarin sorbet and vanilla ice cream. Or actually, really fantastic and kind of unique, coffee ice cream is really good in here. Okay, put the ice cream, should be slightly softened but not melty, and put it into a mixer. You can probably do this with a spatula. If you have a mixer, it's really the best thing because it works really quickly and your ice cream doesn't get melted, but it gets softened and pliable. A great use for your standing mixer. That's it. Don't overdo it. Have I ever told you how much I love ice cream? Ever since I read in Farmer Boy by Laura Ingalls Wilder, was one of those books, and they made ice cream and they churned it, and everybody had to take a turn churning the thing because you had to do it by hand. I was obsessed with ice cream, and it's lasted my whole life. Spread the ice cream evenly to the edges. It's like about a little over an inch thick. You want it completely to the edges, so don't worry if it squishes out a little bit when you wrap it up, because you want to make sure that even the people who get the edge pieces get ice cream, but you don't want to lose too much for your ice cream. So that looks really fantastic. Put the other piece of cake right on top. Press it down so it's even, and then you want to wrap it up in the plastic wrap and then get it into the freezer. You're going to want to be tempted to take this out and slice it soon. But in order for it to be the really good slicing consistency, I find that it takes about 8 hours. So make this the day before you want to eat it. You can leave it in there for a long time. As long as it's well wrapped, you can leave it in there a week, 2 weeks, even a month. Get it into the freezer, 8 hours. Okay, here it is. Here it is, the big reveal. Probably want to take it off the plastic wrap. You can see some did ooze out the sides. That's totally cool. If you use a serrated knife on this, it should cut through really, really, really easily. Even though I just took this out of the freezer, I can slice through it, which is what's so great about this cookie. It's not hard, but it's not too soft. Cut it in half lengthwise. I mean, really at this point, you can cut it into whatever sizes you want. Say you want like little ice cream sandwich bites, you could do that. Cut them into like 1-inch pieces. I like them in bars though, sort of to emulate that classic shape. So I just cut mine into bars like that. There you go. See? I'm gonna eat some. Oh my gosh. It's so good. Enjoy.